And always remember, guys, make sure that you continue to follow your dreams. Don't let anyone, celebrity or not, family members, friends, discourage you from what you are really passionate about and what you really want to do. That is what I took away from this experience. So I'm glad that it happened. You know, it showed me like, who cares what you think? I'm still booking gigs out here, sis. Back to my channel, it's your girl Lyrica. So today I sat down to do my makeup and I was like, let's make this a story time video because I want to let you guys into my world a little bit as far as when it comes to being a makeup artist and the things that we go through on set that we don't talk about. And just off the bat, period, I'm not gonna name drop in this video because I just don't want to put that person out there. This is just me sharing my experience and how I felt and how it almost made me not want to do what I love, you know, because of the opinion of someone else. You guys, I've actually been wanting to film this video for like a minute because if you're personally my friend, like, you know me, like outside of what I do, and you're like my friend, then you know who this person is. You guys know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna out the person just because like I don't want that attention. I'm honestly, you know, like I said, I'm just sharing this with, you know, the people that may not know me on a personal level, because I feel like the experience that I went through is a lesson, and I want to share that with you guys because it's important and I learned a very, very valuable lesson. So at the time, I was working at a clothing boutique in LA, and of course I was still freelancing. I was still a freelance makeup artist, and I got a call from a photographer, from a really, really well-known photographer who works with like a lot of celebrities, a lot of like reality TV celebrities and stuff like that. So he called me. So I remember getting a call from him, and he's like, hey, like I have a client last minute and you know, we need some makeup. Her makeup artist can't show up. So, you know, are you free? So I think he let me know that like a day before or something, because I remember telling my boss at the time, you know, hey, I got booked for a gig. You know, is it possible that I could, you know, come to work a little later? Because it happened to be earlier in the day. So which worked out, and which was just perfect. Like my boss at the time, like she was just amazing, and she let me still live out the dream of being a makeup artist while still working for her. So I end up going, and we met up at a hotel. And mind you, I didn't know who I was doing makeup for. I didn't know that it was a celebrity. I didn't know what was going on until I got there. So, you know, I show up with my kit. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm like, you know, I don't know who this person is. And so I get to the hotel, I park, I'm excited. You know, I get to work with someone new. I get to work with that, you know, photographer again, and his work is always really, really good. I go up to the room, and I realized who it was once I walked in, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'm ready, you know, I'm ready. Let's do this. Like, I was hyped, you know. It was her. It was someone that was watching her kid, like a nanny, and then it was the photographer. But the photographer was like in and out the room, so he didn't really stay much while I was doing the makeup. I honestly think like he was down in the lobby like most of the time. I say nice to meet you, and you know, we do formal introductions and stuff like that. And she was so nice. Like she was super, super nice in the beginning. I start to set up my kit, and I'm like, okay, so we're about to do this. And so she tells me the look, she shows me what she's wearing, and I you know, pull out all of my stuff, and you know, I'm about to get ready to like slay this face, you know. As most of you guys know, like I like to start with eyebrows because I feel like it shapes and frames the face, so I start with eyebrows first. I noticed that she's like on the phone. I could tell she was on Snapchat. She had been on Snapchat the whole day, and mind you, I had not even been following this particular person up until like I left. And so I noticed that she was on Snapchat. So I just made like a mental reminder, like, oh, like, let me make sure I go follow her on, you know, since I'm doing her makeup, like I should go follow this person. So so I start doing the eyebrows, guys, and she just keeps looking in the mirror. And I wasn't getting frustrated, but I was kind of getting like a little frazzled, only because, you know, I don't want to mess up. So I'm like trying to do this without like name dropping. She is a wife to a celebrity, so I guess that kind of, I don't know. Anyway, so I was just, you know, I was getting a little frazzled because like I didn't want to mess up. Like I wanted to, you know, make sure like I did this right. So you know, I'm doing her brows and she just keeps moving. So I'm like, you know, I was keeping it calm and collect, you know, just doing my best, you know. And so I realized that she starts like looking in the mirror a lot. And she started asking me like what products am I using, and she was asking me like, oh, do you use Dior, or do you have any Dior makeup? And I'm just like, no, like I have what I have, like this is, you know, what I work with. And I mean I have some high-end stuff, but Dior, no, I don't have Dior. Like I don't have a eyebrow pencil from Dior. Like, no, I don't have that. So she keeps looking in the mirror, she keeps checking the mirror and like stopping me every couple seconds, like doing her eyebrows. And so I guess, you know, it just come to find out that she did not like how I was doing her eyebrows. And I didn't notice that until she was just like, you know what, can you just like let me finish off the eyebrows? Like I can do my own eyebrows. So I'm like, okay. And I was like taken back because I wasn't even done yet. You didn't give me a chance to like get into the brow. Like you didn't give me a chance, you know? And so I kind of started to feel a little discouraged. So I gave her the brow pencil and she filled in her brows or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's fine, because I have dealt with celebrities who like to do their own eyeliner or who likes to do their own lips. You know, I do have certain people that I do work with that like to do their own steps, and that's completely fine. So I was just like, okay, here's the pencil, you know, okay, that's fine, whatever the case may be. So she ends up giving me back the pencil, and she was just like, okay, like now that I've done this, you can, you know, go ahead and finish filling in the brows from here. Like, you know, you got it from here. Like you got it, like passing the baton, like you got it. I was like, okay. So I started working on her brows again. Mind you guys, I didn't even get to do foundation. I didn't get to do the face, period. Like I didn't get to do the face, period. So she stops me again. Well, before that, she gets, I think I was getting ready to, I had finished the brows and I was getting ready to move on to the next step, which was foundation. So I brought out my foundations and like getting everything set up, getting ready to do the next part of her face. So I see her get on Snapchat. And you know how, you know, when you're doing makeup or you're doing someone's makeup and you start getting in the camera and you're like, you know, like you start, you know, feeling yourself. So I thought that that's what she was doing. So she got in the phone and she's Snapchatting, and she has some other person in the background, like one of her friends in the background, and they're on Snapchat like this, like going like this. And I'm thinking like, okay, maybe she ends up liking her brows, like, you know, maybe she's showing it off or whatever. So she writes her little caption or whatever. Mind you, I don't know what she's saying. I don't know anything that she's saying. So I start to move on to foundation, and then of course she's stopping me, she's looking in the mirror, and then all of a sudden she's just like, you know what, can you just stop? Like, and I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? And she's just like, I just really don't like the way you're doing my makeup. And she's just like, I'm not used to other people doing my makeup. Like, I'd rather have my makeup artist here. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, the only reason why I was called was because you didn't have a makeup artist. So, you know, and like I said, the photographer was the one who set me up with this gig. So now this time I'm looking for the photographer, like what is going on? Like, she doesn't like anything that I'm doing. She wants her own makeup artist, which is fine. People are accustomed to who they work with. I completely get that. But if that was the case, then you should have called your makeup artist, not me. So yeah, so she just goes on, and then she's just like, I really just don't like my brows, and I just rather would have, you know, my other makeup artist here, and she has Dior. I don't know what the heck was up with her in this Dior. child, I don't know. She actually ends up calling her makeup artist while I was there, while I was getting ready to like pack up my kit. Like she had already told me like, I don't want you to do my makeup anymore. Like flat out told me like, I don't want you to do my makeup anymore, and I just don't think that it's gonna work, and I just don't like it, and blah 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 blah. And she just went on, and I'm just like, okay, like, and I tried to, I'm packing up my kit, licking my wounds, because it's like, that's hurtful. Like, it's hurtful. It's hurtful to, say that you don't like someone's work, but at the same time, it's like, you're gonna call another artist right in front of, like, I don't know if that's just me, that I don't know if I was just in my feelings, but I don't know, I was just like, dang, that's like rude. Like, at least like let me leave first, and then you can, call whoever you want to call. So at this point, my kid is packed up, and I'm not gonna show up to this gig and not get paid. So I start looking for the photographer, and I call him, and I was like, and I didn't tell him what was going on because he wasn't in the room. I would rather have told him like in person. So I call him, and he's like, oh, I'm downstairs in the lobby. So I call him, and I was like, well, I'm coming down right now. And he's like, he's like, that was fast. Are you done? And I said this in the room with the celebrity and, her people around. And I was like, no, she doesn't want me to do her makeup, and she is requesting that she have her own makeup artist come. And so he was just like, okay, meet me downstairs. So I packed my stuff up, and I even said bye to the girl, and I was just like, nice to meet you. I'm sorry it didn't work out, blah, 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 blah. Like, still trying to be brave about the whole situation, still trying to be brave about it. And so, I say, nice to meet you, blah, 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 or it was nice meeting you. And I walk out. As I'm walking out, you guys, her makeup artist is walking in. And I was like, really? Like, so I could have honestly stayed at work that day. I wasted my time, I wasted my products, like I just wasted my spirit on this gig. Like, it was just so rude. It was just so rude, and my heart was broken, my spirit was broken. I was just like thinking like, I don't want to do this anymore. This hurts. Like, and one thing about me is like, I don't like rejection. Like, I hate rejection, even like in a relationship, with friends, with family, with work. Like, I don't like rejection. Like, I hate it. Like, I hate it. I mean, I don't know anyone who does, but I just take it to a whole nother level. So I go downstairs to the lobby, and the photographer is waiting down there, and he's like, hey, so like, what happened? And I'm like, well, she didn't like my makeup, she didn't like how I was doing her eyebrows, and like I literally got to the foundation and got to her eyebrows, and she wouldn't let me go any further than that. So I was like, I still need to be paid. Like, I didn't go to work today because of this gig, because you needed me, because you said that you needed a makeup artist. So like, I low-key was going off on a photographer. So he was just like, I'm sorry, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and, pay you out for the day, or pay you for your time. And I was like, I appreciate it. It just sucks because, she didn't give me a chance to finish and, do what I needed to do. Like, she didn't give me a chance. Like, she was just really mean. Like, she was just really mean, and just didn't give me the time of day, didn't give me a chance to just showcase my talent. Like, just didn't give me a chance. Like, just didn't give me a chance at all. So I was just like, at this point, I was just like ready to go home. Y'all, this is not even. So I remember I started following her on Snapchat. So I was like, oh, let me and just to see what she was posting on Snapchat. Y'all, I was in the car checking my Snapchat, right? I saw her in the hotel room getting ready and everything. She was Snapchatting while I was setting up my makeup. She was like filming me setting up my makeup and stuff, which is fine, like whatever. And then it gets to the part where she was like this, while she was like checking out her brow, and I'm thinking like, oh, she feeling herself, like she like, yeah, she feeling herself. Y'all, that video said she was going like this with the phone and everything, like all up in the camera, and the caption said, this makeup artist sucks, don't book her, like saying all of this bad stuff. And I'm just like, I was literally in my car bawling. I was bawling my eyes out, you guys. I called my mom, I called my boss, and I told my boss, I was like, I'm gonna come back to work because this is the most stupidest idea that I've ever had, and I should have just went to work, and I shouldn't have worked with this person, and blah, blah, blah. So, like, you know, and I talked to my mom, and my mom, of course, you know, your mom's always gonna be your mom, and, you know, she gave me some words of encouragement and stuff like that, and I was just so distraught, you guys. Like, my heart hurt. Like, my spirit was like shook. Like, I was so shook. I felt like I shouldn't be a makeup artist. Like, I was really contemplating, am I really good at makeup? Like, should I really be doing this? Like, am I really as good as I think I am? You know? And you start second guessing yourself because of this one person who didn't even give you the time of day to really showcase, you know, your talent. So when I tell you guys, like, my spirit and heart was like completely broken, I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I was about to hang it up. Like, I was for real about to hang it up. I was like, I'm not about to do this no more. Like, this is stupid. Maybe this isn't for me. You know, maybe this is not my walk of life, my life path. Like, I was questioning literally everything. I was questioning everything. Get back to work. I remember going back to the boutique that I was working at and just was feeling so defeated, you guys. Like, I was feeling so defeated. And my boss ends up calling me, and I tell her what happened, and she's just like, F that, you know, and she's just going off, and she was just like, Lyria, you don't deserve that. And she's like, you're a great makeup artist, you're great at what you do, and, you know, the things that people are supposed to say to you when they're, you know, when they're like on your side and stuff, like, you know. So I end up talking to my mom again, and she's just like, well, why don't you call your makeup mentors? And I think everyone in the industry has a mentor, or not even just the industry, just in general. Like, I think that you have someone that you look up to in your line of work, you know? So I have two people that I kind of call on when I'm having like a makeup dilemma or like a makeup artist dilemma or something like that. So I end up calling Jason, and, you know, he was just like, you know, you didn't deserve that. And he's like, you know, I want you to, you know, always know that not everyone is going to like or appreciate your work. He was like, but the next person will. He was like, that doesn't mean, you know, you have one bad experience with one person or one celebrity, and they're all gonna be like that, you know? That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh my God, like, is every celebrity that I work with gonna be like this? Like, this is stupid. Like, I don't want this. So Jason is just telling me, like, you know, keep your head up, don't quit, you know, you were made for this, and, you know, just telling me like things that I needed to hear. You know, I needed to hear that, because guys, I literally was about to hang it up. I was about to hang up this career. And so and then after that I ended up talking to Brittany, who is another one of my mentors. And Brittany, she worked, and so does Jason. But Brittany, she actually works with, you know, celebrities. You know, she's done Tyra Banks makeup and Alicia Rashad, and she was the head makeup artist on the Steve Harvey show. So she has done a lot in this industry, and like, I really look up to her. So I called her, and I, you know, told her what happened, and she's so sweet, you guys. She's so sweet. And I ended up telling her what happened, and she was just like, oh my God. She was like, Lyrica, I'm so sorry that you had to, you know, experience that and go through that. And she's just like, I can understand how upsetting that could be to you. And like, I was just like, guys, I was so hurt. Like, for a few days I was hurt. Like, it was stupid. It was so stupid. And so she's just like, you know, you have to, you know, bounce back with this. And she's just like, not all celebrities are gonna be like this. And she was just like, you know, some celebrities, they're, you know, a hard ass. Like, and after I told her who it was, she was just like, you don't even deserve that. She was just like, this person doesn't even matter. Like, this person was a wife of a celebrity. So I was just like, oh, okay. So I really needed to hear that. Sometimes you have to double back and really remember why you started, you know. And I started a makeup career because, one, I love it and it's my passion, but I also do it because it makes other people feel good, and it gives them, you know, the confidence that they maybe don't see in themselves. you know, until something like a beauty enhancement or something as little as makeup can make them feel. Told me, she was just like, you know what, Lyrica, she's like, you are not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. That's completely okay. She was like, but the next person that you work with, you know, probably will. I went on to book so many gigs after that one horrific gig. Like I went on to book, you know, people that I never thought that I would work with, like, ever. Because of this experience, it really gave me or perfected my thick skin, or gave me thick skin, because in this industry you have to have thick skin. Like you have to be brave. You have to walk in there like, you know, you got it. Like you got this shit. Like you got the talent, you know. You can't second guess yourself in this industry. You can't. You have to know it. You have to know it. And you have to know that you're good, and you're good at what you do. You have to be confident. You are good at what you do. Basically, just don't let anyone you know, stop your grind. Don't let anyone, you know, make you feel this way. You know, like, you're good at what you do. Don't second guess yourself. This person that I did makeup for is like notorious for how she treats makeup artists and hairstylists in general. Like, has been on the Shade Room, has been in certain, like, you know, work scandals, and it sucks. It sucks, like, how celebrities treat people that service them, like makeup artists and hairstylists. It's like, you know, we're people too. Like, we need to get a check too. We need to get, you know, we are people too, period. We are people too. Like, I think a year down the line, and I think this happened, guys, this happened like almost, oh my gosh, almost 6 years ago, I think. And it's still so fresh in my mind, because that was like a pivotal point of my career. Like, from that day forward, I was not gonna let no celebrity nor client of mine make me feel that way, the way that she made me feel. You know, I told myself, I was like, I'm not gonna let, can we just acknowledge this highlighter? I'm using the Pixie highlighter, and this is in the shade Subtle Sunrise. Bruh, this is so pretty. I love this highlighter, and I hope I never run out. But yeah, so, you know, and I'm bringing up this story not to drag the person, but just to, as a reminder that, you know, not everyone's gonna like your work, and you have to still go forward with the knowing that you are still good at what you do. You know, you're the shit, and no one can take that away from you. You know, no one can take that away from you. So I went on to book people like Tamar Braxton and James Wright Chanel and Tori Hart and Cece from K-Day. Like, I ended up working with so many other wonderful celebrities and people, and it just goes to show, like, not everyone in this industry is like that. Like, not everyone is like that. So I was glad to learn from that experience, and I'm glad that I didn't give up. I'm glad that I didn't give up, because I literally, that day, y'all, it was a wrap. It was a wrap for this makeup thing. It was a wrap. I know y'all have seen so many nude lips on my channel, so I'm trying to switch it up for you guys, because I'm trying to change it up, and it is Vlogmas. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Uncensored, the Senna Lip Paint. So that is all that I have for you guys for today's video. Let me know if you guys want me to do more story times, because I think that they're really interesting. I think it gives you an insight to my world and what I deal with as being a makeup artist. So I don't know, maybe I'll make it a series for 2021, but let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share this video. And thank you guys for tuning in to all my Vlogmases. I know that I'm a couple days behind, but I'm gonna catch up, I promise. I am determined. I'm so determined to do this until the 25th. So pray for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.